Shares in Torex Gold got a pop this week. The gold miner is restarting operations at its Morelos complex in Mexico. It had to suspend the output to investigate 3 deaths at the site this month. We're joined by Ron Stewart, Managing Director of Equity Research at Red Cloud Securities. Ron, thanks very much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Andrew.
Obviously, any death in the mining industry is taken very seriously, but the Mexican authorities are satisfied that the company and regulators have got to the bottom of this.
Yeah, listen, it was a tragic situation. There's no question about it. We spoke to the company about the events, and apparently 3 relatively experienced or very experienced people, including a ventilation specialist and a blasting specialist, went into an area that was already blocked off. They had carbon monoxide detectors on that would have been providing them with a warning, and proceeded to go into the drift. So it's a really unfortunate event. We are confident that Torex works to a best-in-class standard in terms of safety and protocols for their employees.
I'm sorry, what happened? They had carbon monoxide detectors, but it didn't warn them?
No. It warned them for sure. They were wearing carbon monoxide protectors, and they would have been warned of the levels, but they proceeded in and made a decision to proceed in. That's my understanding. It's a terrible situation, which was the result of a bad decision.
Right. The company. How important is this for Torex? Can you remind us? This particular operation, Morelos?
Morelos is 100% of Torex. All of their production comes out of this one complex. They've been in the middle of in the last bit of a major $950 million build to extend the mine out 10 years and add the Media Luna underground deposit into their production profile. So they've been working on this for the last couple of years now. They are set to commission the new mine mill complex in February next year. So this is all of Torex.
It's a big company. They're targeting production, and they haven't revised their production forecast as far as I know. They're looking for production of the equivalent of 470,000 ounces of gold this year.
No, that's correct. They should come in at their guidance of around 470,000 gold ounces. They produce a little bit of byproduct silver and copper at the moment, but as they move forward, when they move into the Media Luna, which is an underground mine, they will be producing considerably more silver and copper, and so their production profile will transition from primarily gold only to a combination of gold, silver, and copper. But on a consolidated basis, the production target is in the order of 450 to 500,000 ounces a year over quite a mine life. We expect that they'll be able to maintain that for as much as 10 years.
Wow.
Despite the fact that they would see production falling off based on their reserves a little bit, but we expect 10 years of that type of production.
And the stock has done pretty well this year. It has doubled almost doubled in calendar 2024.
The stock has done very well indeed, and it's up about 92% year to date. We still see good opportunity for the stock to move higher as they move forward. They will be transitioning, as I say, transitioning the mill to a flotation concentrate circuit in February. So they will shut down. They plan to shut down for a little under a month to tie in the new mill circuit.
Give us an outlook for 2025 for the industry as a whole. Do you think we will see a continuation of these takeovers?
Oh, I suspect so. With gold price where it is, companies are producing at a very healthy margin. We haven't seen margins this good since back in 2020 when The margins expanded up to around 48%. We're seeing margins over costs right now in the 45, 46% range on average. Some companies are doing very well. Torex, for example, sits in around the lowest quartile of all-in sustaining costs at around $1,200. So when you put a gold price of $2,600 on a $1,200 operating cost, you can imagine just the margins that are being generated.
We'd better jump. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Ron.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Ron Stewart, Managing Director of Equity Research.